Hey everybody, this is David here, aka Chessman, and today we're going to be playing some training games against the bots. In my previous videos, I've learned what to play with E4. I've learned to play what to play with D4. I've learned what a few things to play when I'm playing with the black pieces. So now I want to learn how to play C4. Um, I was real comfortable with E4. I wasn't that comfortable with D4. C4, I've got no clue. So that's going to be my toughest one yet. But I really want to have a weapon with C4. So I want to put in the work and finally be able to play C4. So we're going to start with the beginner bots, and I'm going to use the help from the engine to help me find openings with C4, and I'm going to type them down and learn them on my off time, and hopefully you guys will too, or do the same thing I'm doing. I think it's a great way. It's a way to figure out openings you gotta learn. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm probably gonna get through about half of the beginner bots today, and then next video the other half, and then go on to the intermediate bots and then the advanced bots. So yeah, let's get started. All right, so it's overlapping a little bit. All right, so let's go C4. Actually, let's push play first. And because it's mainly about the openings, once I get like a 5 point advantage in the game, I'm just going to end the game and consider that a win. So let's see. I have no idea what to play with C4 besides playing C4. It looks like E5 was a good move by my opponent. I'm gonna stick to the best moves. I think. I think I've seen Knight C3 before, so I'm gonna play that. It targets the center. So either I guess I've seen G3 before. I think so. I'm gonna play G3. It says it's the best. So this is gonna be a totally different game than I'm used to playing. So it's definitely not a strong suit. Says the best move is Bishop G2 or D3 or E3. Um, let's go with Bishop G2. I think. Yeah. Um, let's see. I guess Knight of 3 is the best move, so let's play that. And that's the fifth move. So every time I get to the fifth move, I stop for a second and I type it down, because that's what I'm learning is the first 5 moves. I don't want to overload myself with things to learn, so I stick to the first 5 moves. Knight C3, Knight C6, 3, G3, D6, 4, Bishop G2, A5, 5, Knight F3. Okay. And let's see. Let's go D4. I'm not going to take too long in each of these games. I'm really just trying to get the openings. And like until I get into the advanced bots, that's where I really I'm struggling to win is against the advanced bots. The beginner bots and intermediate bots I do pretty well, so I do want to still gain experience against these games with these games, but um, if the move looks reasonable, I don't know. I'm using the engine to spot tactics that I might not normally spot. Yeah, Knight B5 looks good. Attack the rook. And that wins a queen. So we get the queen, and that's the game. So we won that game. I'm just going to move on. No point in playing on. Until I get to the advanced spots. When I get to the advanced spots, I'll play on. But against the beginners, it's not. I can win with that much material. Next is Wayne. We're going to play c4 again. Let's see. This is the best move is either knight f3, d4, knight c3. Said g3 for a second. I'm going to go with d4. I'm okay if it transpositions into a d4 opening. I'm okay with that. I really just want to play the best moves. So sure, let's go with d4. Well, you know what? Maybe I changed my mind. Maybe I want to develop another option. So I'm going to go knight f3. I've already kind of done d4, so I could always do that as an option if I felt like it during a game. But I want to have another option. Okay, this is the best moves e4, so we're going to play e4. It said g3 and d4 as well. Alright, so let's do knight c3. And we're going to, we're going to give my opponent another chance to make a different move. Because I want to get to 5 moves without a big blunder. Alright, so d4. That's 5 moves. So let's write it down. 1 c4, e6, 2 knight f3, h6, 3 e4, knight c6, 4 knight c3, g5, 5 d4. Alright, so let's go d5. And that's a knight, and to me that's the game. So we're going to end that one. We got 5 moves out of it, so that's good. Next is Fabian. We're going to play c4 again. Okay, I'm guessing the best move is either d4 or e4. D4 makes sense to me, so I'm going to go with d4. This is e4, and e4 makes sense to me, so I'm going to go e4. Or knight c3. Yeah, let's go e4. I guess knight c3, knight f3, or bishop g5. Let's go knight c3. Says bishop e3 is the best, so let's do that. Or now knight f3. Alright, let's go knight f3. That's 5 moves. So 1, c4, a5, 2, d4, knight a6, 3, e4, h5, 4, knight c3, c6, 5, knight f3. That's it. Alright, so I guess let's go e5. Let's see. I like d5. Let's take that. Says that's bishop d3, I guess. says we're up 5 points material already. Bishop g6. Knight f7. And we take the rook. Yep. And that's good enough for me. So we're going to resign. That's Fabian. Next we got Yuan. Try again. There we go. Go c4. I think we got e6 before, and e6 we played knight f3. Let's go knight f3. We're trying to avoid the queen's gambit decline. It says knight c3 or g3. Let's do g3. I think I want to get used to g3. It says d4 is the best move by far, so let's do that. Let's see if we get this pawn. Nope. It says knight h4 is the best move by far, so let's do that. Then we're going to write this down. 1, c4, e6, 2, knight f3, c5, 3, g3, g5, 4, d4, g4, 5, knight h4. Okay. Let's do bishop g2, attack the rook, and that's a rook. And that's the end of the game. That's 5 points. So almost 6 points, so we're going to resign that. That was Juan. Now we're playing Philip. Let's play. Going c4. Do we get e5? Yep, against e5 we play knight c3. So let's do that. If he plays knight c6, we play g3. Play knight c6, so we're going to play g3, right? Yep. If he plays d6, we're going to play bishop g2. And he plays knight b4. Says the best move by far is knight f3, so we're going to do that. See if we win a pawn. We're going to give my opponent a chance to make a different move because I'm trying to get 5 moves of decent play. Let's do one more time. There we go. Okay, says d4 is the best, so let's do d4, and that's 5 moves. So 1, c4, e5, 2, knight c3, knight c6, 3, g3, knight b4, 4, knight f3, d6, 5, d4. And it says bishop g2 is the best. Let's do that. Like I'm gonna memorize the first 5 moves, but I still want to play the kind of the best moves because it's still the opening. So I kind of want to have that in my memory of where the pieces should kind of go. I'm hoping it'll stick. So if, like castles make sense, and it says it's the best move, so I'm playing it. And d takes e5 looks good because this pawn is pinned. It looks like I'm winning a free pawn, or maybe not. Or, yeah, I think I am. And then that's the queen, and that's the game. So that was Philippe. Next is Alani. Let's go c4. Let's e5. All right. Oh, so against e5 we play knight c3. So we're going to play knight c3. And if they play knight c6, we play g3. They did not, so it says the best move is knight f3, so we're going to play that. So it sounds like getting the knights out first is a good idea. And d4. It says ignore the queen and play e4, so we're going to do that. I'm going to write this down. 1 c4, e5, 2 knight c3, c6, 3 knight f3, d6, 4 d4, queen a5, 5 e4. Okay. Best move c5, attack the queen with tempo, or attacking a pawn with tempo. Then we take a pawn. I believe we take this. Okay, we take with the knight. Okay. We take the bishop. Bishop d3. Let's see. Let's do f4. Castles. f5. Yes, bishop f4. Develop that. Let's see. It's bishop c2. All right, or bishop e2. Okay, I'm not sure why we're giving up a pawn, but bishop h5 check. Pawn takes. And g7, and that leads to mate. So that's, I'm going to get a rook. So that's the end of the game. That was Alani. So we got 2 more. All right, we're doing Noel, and we're going to do c4 against h5. I'm guessing d4. It says d4, so we're going to play it. If he does something like that again, I'm guessing it's e4. I guess knight f3 to stop e5, I guess. So it's queen d3 or queen c2. Queen d3, attack the rook. And that's a pawn. And that's a knight. And that's the game. So wait, let's write that down. 1 c4, h5, 2 d4, f6, 3 knight f3, rook h7, 4 queen d3, g6, 5, queen takes g6 check, queen takes g6 check. Let's save, and that's the game. So resign that. We got one more game today. That's against Oliver, and I think we'll play this one till the end. I think I got enough time to do that. So we'll go c4. And we've played e5 before. Against e5 we play knight c3. If he plays knight c6, which he just did, we play g3. If he plays d6, okay, I think we've seen knight b4 before. g3, knight b4, we play knight f3. And if he plays d6, we play d4. And he took again. We're going to give him another chance. He did that before as well. Let's one more time. All right. We'll take it. And I said we'd play till the end, so I'm obviously not going to write this one down because we already got it. So, all right, bishop g2. d5. d4. D takes e5. It's castle. Sometimes I like watching the chess engine play against the strongest chess bot. It's pretty amazing. Let's see. Let's go knight g5. Queen f3. Queen f7, check. Queen takes f8. Bishop h3, check. Queen e8. Queen takes b5. Alright. So we didn't get an opening out of that one, but that's okay. Next time we're going to go with Malika. In fact, let me just put ended with Oliver, so I remember. Save. Alright, that was kind of a fast video. I forgot I had an appointment today, so I was planning on videotaping today, and then I started, and then I realized I had an appointment, so I was like, I had just enough time to get this one done. So if it felt a little rushed, I do apologize, but I'm glad I got it done because it makes me feel really productive. But God works in mysterious ways, and He allowed me to get this video done, so I'll get it uploaded, and it'll all be good. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I hope you all have a great one.